Hello and welcome to another episode of Street Voice, where we ask Nigerians their opinions and views on topical issues. I am Adiola Adesanya. Join me on the streets as we voice your view on today's topic.
I like the judgment of the court because the judge said that the allegations are weighty. He now put the respondent, which is the federal government, on notice to come and explain or to come and say their own side to know whether actually this man should be granted bail or held ground. But for me, I think Nigerian government, Nigerian health institution has what it takes to grant him to handle his health condition. I could remember when Isaac, who was actually sick anyway, in custody, when he needed to get health attention, his personal physician opted for India. You know that DSS personnel followed him to India. In fact, he was under arrest as at the time he was supposed to be undergoing treatment. So what I'm trying to say in essence is Abba Kyari should not be denied health medical attention if actually he needed it genuinely. But because of doing it, he should not be let loose of the hook.
It's a shame to Nigeria that Abba Kyari in that particular office, is putting a whole Nigeria into shame, and is putting the people in the government of these days into shame. It's bad. I will not support the medical attention. Other people, I don't want to mention their name, have been using medical attention, to buy their way out of court. So I seize this medium as an individual that have the right of my opinion to please let the federal government, let the court himself, let the Supreme Court, and let the Nigeria as a whole stand their ground on this particular matter.
I will not say it should not be granted bail, but his health is the first priority. They should make sure that it's okay. It should be granted bail for medical treatment. It should be treated on that. That one is fine. Then afterwards, the crime is still there. If he's pleaded guilty, he should be punished, whether in Nigeria or in abroad. It doesn't really matter. We don't want impunity in our system. He has done well, maybe when he was serving, according to what people see. But now we are seeing other things that are coming out. So those things, everybody, and nobody's above the law. Anyone that commits such offense should be also punished.
Irrespective of what he has been accused of doing or accused to have done, everybody is entitled to bail, subject to the conditions spelled out by the courts. You don't deny a man the right to bail just because he has committed an offense. It is for the judge and the courts to determine. If in the opinion of the judge it deserves to be granted bail, it should be given bail. But it's not for the public to determine whether on sentiment, whether it should be granted bail or not. It's not for the public to judge. It's for the judge, a court, high judge, to determine.
I felt it should be granted bail for that because my man say a dead man cannot face judgment. So what I just felt is let the federal government give him bail for health, for that someone can take care of himself. After then, he can face the judgment.
To be granted bail based on medical ground, because most people that have the same issues were granted medical bail. That is my opinion. It should.
The issue of hush puppy and some kind of involvement is a different issue. Now, we have another issue here. The American interest cannot supersede the Nigerian interest. In the first instance, Abba Kyari is a Nigerian. Now, whatever it is that he has done in here, he did in Nigeria. We are talking about drug issues now. If it is not a facade, if it is not an attempt to cover the issue, I think there are two different issues entirely. What he has done in Nigeria has to be dealt with in Nigeria. And then when we are done with that, then we can be talking about what he has done again in America. There are two different issues.
I don't think it's necessary to release him to American government. Federal Republic of Nigeria can discipline him. Let him be in this country and suffer for it so that all leaders can learn a lesson through Abba Kyari.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Street Voice. I am Adiola Adesanya. Until I come your way again.